Alright guys, so it is Memorial Day weekend, and some of these colonies are starting to put on a little bit of weight. The weather's been on and off still. We still get rain every day almost, like spotty showers and thunderstorms. Today it's not supposed to rain. Temperature's been pretty good, 70s and 80s during the day. So I think that these colonies have really gotten a chance to go out and forage, you know, for the time that they can, and take advantage of that. Today I'm just gonna go through real quick, check and see if they got any nectar in them, and see if their stores are good, if they have space, and go from there. So I'm gonna go through the production colonies today. I'm not gonna mess with any of the nukes or anything, but pop through and see if they got any fresh nectar in here, if they're building up. This is a brand new box, so nothing in that, completely empty. This one right here. Yeah, I just don't want colonies getting plugged out. And I run singles, so check and see what's going on. So this colony just started coming up in the super, putting fresh nectar in the frame. They're only on about 3 frames up top, so I'll save you the boredom of that. And I'm gonna crack it down into the brood real quick. Make sure that they're not trying to swarm on me, because this colony is packed out, and I have a feeling that they're gonna try to swarm one more time before the season's over. So I'm trying to stay on top of this one for sure. What do I mean? It's a good little box of bees. This is just going to be a real quick thing. I'm going to make sure that I don't have any cells. Fresh wax on one of the outside frames, so they're starting to work over here. I mixed some used frames in with the foundation when I put these bees in here. So this is nectar. This is open. It's an open frame, so I'm actually going to flip this over. I always want the nectar to be on the outside of the frame, either way. Let's see. Fresh frame. Make sure I don't have my queen on here. There's a whole lot of eggs in that one. This could possibly be, I'll show you guys in a minute what I mean. Actually, I'm not going to say anything until we get to that point. Because last week I checked this colony and I had a thought, and I meant it. See what this side looks like. Absolutely. So this side looks great. This side, they built that comb out all funky, so I don't really like that, but some people scrape it out. I'm not going to. I'm just going to leave it in there. The only reason I don't like it, honestly, is because the queen can hide behind those columns of nectar, or wax I mean, when they build it all funky like that. And if you need to find a queen, or you know, some new people would panic, you're like, oh my god, I don't have a queen. Well, you do. She's just in a really good hiding spot. Anyway, back to what I was gonna tell you. I think that this might be one of the best queens I've ever had. In almost 8 years of keeping bees, this might be one of the best I've ever had. And this is why I keep popping in here and making sure that they're not getting ready to swarm on me. Because they're kind of getting irritated here. I don't have any smoke either. She's got wall-to-wall brood, and I mean wall-to-wall, on multiple frames. I still haven't seen her yet, but I'm gonna go out on a limb and say she's in here. Look at that. Tell me you don't want that queen. What's wrong with it? Absolutely nothing. That's what. Still haven't seen her. There's a lot of eggs. This is perfect. All I'm doing is checking to see if I got any cells. Super seizure and or swarm. Swarmy season's almost over. Like I said, the nectar flow is going on. Get out of here, bee. But it's still happening. This one's got a lot of larvae on it. Some nectar being stored up in the corners. That's perfect. Let's see if I see my queen. It's wall to wall there. A lot of eggs. I'm not seeing any cells yet, so that's good news. Okay. And then Alright. Right now they're good. They are up in the honey super. So I'm gonna let them continue that journey. And eventually I get to the point where during the nectar flow, the only thing I'm really doing, and this will happen, our nectar flow started super early this year, by the way, like 4 or 4.5 weeks early. And I've heard other people across the country say the same thing, that all their stuff's been early. But when I get into the main flow, like the big one for the summer, I don't really go through and check the bees like that even. That was pretty quick, 5 minutes I went through looking for cells. I don't even do that. Summertime when the flow's on, I'm checking supers and I'm tipping the box up, smoking the bees down underneath and seeing if I got any cells. If I don't, put the box down, check and see if I got a frame of eggs, put that one frame in, excluder, supers back on, continue to go. And sometimes I won't even do that. If the colony looks healthy, they had a queen the last time I was in there, sometimes you can just skate by with not even checking for eggs. So I'm gonna go through a few more and see what's going on. I got one over there that's pretty packed out. I know that they're well up into the supers now because I cracked the top the other day. There was a bunch of bees in the upper super, so we'll go through that one. And I also got some Buckfast bees that a friend of mine gave me yesterday from a couple counties over. So I'm gonna test those out this year and see what they're like. I'll show you guys that too. All right, this is the Buckfast colony. Never had Buckfast bees before, so they got a little weight to them too. I'm gonna do an experiment with them and see how they are, how they survive the winter, what kind of stores they put in, how the queen is. I was gonna run them as double deep. So I have 2 deeps on here. I don't like running double deeps, but I'm considering it with this colony. There's a lot of bees in this bottom box. I'll show you in a minute here. They're already up in the top. Yeah, there's a lot of bees down here. Go through, check for my queen. I think I'm still gonna knock them down to a single. So right now I do have to find the queen. A lot of nectar on that frame. Oh, come on, don't mess up my shot, girls. It's getting capped off. Give them a little smoke here. The sun hasn't quite peeked through from over the trees yet, so they probably aren't thrilled that I'm in here right now, but I gotta get stuff done and I don't have time to wait on the sun. So unfortunately, that's the name of the game. It's gonna rain the next few days, so this has to happen. I just got popped. This is a junk frame. I'll give it to her though. They can clean that up. Yeah, there's a lot of bees in here. This deep is packed. I will definitely be using them for honey. All right. There's my queen right there. She's got a green dot. Making a cup. All right, now that's it. That's all I'm gonna do. All I had to do was to make sure she was in the bottom box. I got an excluder over here. And that is gonna go on right now. It is time, it is past. Now I gotta grab the super. And actually, I'm gonna show you guys what I'm gonna do. I don't gotta, you know what? I'm gonna actually let them, there's a lot of bees in this deep right now, so I'm just gonna let them use this as a super as well. And we'll see what they do. Hopefully they'll fill a few of these up. You know, if I could pull like, I don't know, 600 or 700 pounds of honey right now during the summer, I'll be happy. And maybe two or 300 more in the fall. And then feed them real hard and leave the rest for reserves. I'll be pretty happy. So Buckfast. Like I said, I've never had them before. And I mean, listen, bees are bees, really, to an extent of it. There's some traits I'm sure that are different, but we'll just see how they do throughout the season, and if it's going to be something I want to continue with. Or the queen I showed you earlier, that's a queen that you try to protect at all costs. You need to graft it and just split them up all day. You know, it's rare. I've had a lot of colonies of bees, and it's rare to find that many frames that are all the way across full. So that'll be something I take into consideration as well. Now I got a couple more that I'll probably go through with you guys, and then the rest I'll I'll probably shut the camera off for it because I do have to get a move on. But I haven't made a video for a little while, so I figured I'd do it today. The weather's not too shabby. Bees are really starting to get kind of exciting, I guess. But yeah, and from here on out, it's just go, go, go. Nectar flow, extract, put boxes back on, see if I get anything else out of that. You know, and like I said, everything's been earlier this year, so, and with all the rain I've had, I could see us having a longer flow. It's been extremely wet spring, and we're still getting rain right now, so I think that I usually start doing the treatment in like mid-July. It might either be the end of July or the first week of August this year, and then I'll do my mite treatment, try to get it done before that goldenrod really kicks off, because I do like to take some boxes of goldenrod honey off some colonies. Not all of them, but a few of them I will. And I know everybody's gonna freak out. You don't take honey from your bees in the fall. I like goldenrod honey. Some people don't. It is definitely my favorite, I think. And I do pull a couple boxes. And then, like I said, I'm gonna feed the crap out of them and get them real heavy. And then I'm gonna do another mite treatment, and that'll be it for the winter. Just go from there, but that's a later video, hopefully way later. This is another production colony. They're pretty well up in these boxes. I offset my supers last week because it got pretty hot out, so it gives them a little air and a second entrance to come up, and a lot of bees can go in and out of here. So I expect there to be a decent amount of bees in the top boxes. That big old spider there. Weird to see a drone up here. He must be trying to find a snack. Oh, come on. Oh, that's why. Got frames binded up. Actually, I don't know why, but I'm missing a frame in here. So maybe I put this on and got distracted with something else, or I don't know. This box is empty, which kind of concerns me, because now I'm going to bet they are up here, but I'm going to bet they might be getting swarmy on me. Holy crap. Actually, did I just cover up the shot here? I think I did. Smoke them down real good. This is my hottest colony without a doubt. They get pretty testy. Yeah, same thing, guys. I'm going through and making sure they're not getting ready to swarm, because there is a lot of bees in here. That's the thing, is if you run singles, you got to check. You know, doubles, you have a little more play, but I don't think doubles are any better, any more efficient than singles. I think singles are the way to go, but you have to make sure they're not going to swarm. And it doesn't bother me that I have to go in them a little more. That's all pollen and nectar in there. So they're starting to get a little bit plugged out. Those are my two outside frames. Hopefully the inside frames don't look like that.
And that's kind of an issue that people complain about with these singles, is they do get plugged out a little bit, or they store a lot of nectar in here, and yeah, that happens from time to time, but there's ways to manage it. This is a full frame of pollen and nectar. Making sure my queen's not on here. And actually, a lot of pollen. Some eggs. They're all larvae. It's not a bad brood pattern. This side just all hatched out. I'll show you in a second, and there's new larvae in there. It's not too bad, but I have a feeling I might have to replace this queen before too long here. We'll see. I'm undecided at this point, because she has done a pretty good job last year and this, but I feel like maybe she's starting to slow down a little bit. And there's a lot of drones too. So let's see. She's on here. I'm gonna get rid of this drone comb. I do not need it, and neither do they. Now's not the time to swarm. We got too much to do. That frame was pretty. She had that bottom row laid up for it. There she is right there. Let's see. Get out of the sun. She is right there. So this is her second year. Second year of life. So yeah, no cells yet, which is good. So I'm gonna close this one up, throw the supers back on it, and just stay on top of them. And like I said, there's things that I like and things that I don't about it. This queen, but I'll think about it for a little bit. If she's really starting to slow down, then she might have to get pinched, but I'm not sure. We'll figure that out here soon and see how they go through this nectar flow. I mean, there is bees up in this box, but Not as many as there should be right now. There should be more. Come on now. Just in the middle. There. That's it. Just keep doing this all day.